National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They find some open field here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and 2, Jackson forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Rodgers again now. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Crosby connects on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now Drake loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rasul Douglas picks it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Get 300! Get 300!
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. Make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong. And this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open net, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Leaps past him. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Dobbins on first. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been schemed going far wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. As time expires in the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he loses the football a second time. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rodgers going to throw. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Rodgers, a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get spun that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, take 26. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. 88.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Rodgers to throw once more.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. In motion right is the tight end. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points, then you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meets they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here's Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay, an even 90 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
26.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Rodgers. Able to find Melton. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, take 26. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. One last shot for Jackson. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. On that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that